Okay, back to the little baby phone. Little baby phone. Okay, so this is statement part 2. Let's see, where was I at? Oh, we're talking about Michael the Archangel. I don't know what all that is about. You know, not really sure. But, what is an arc? It's something that connects something. That's why it has something to do with the star and the flame. Okay, my children? That's why I brought that up. So, Archangel, star and the flame, something to do. That's why, Phronius may be an archangel as well, because he says the star and the flame both right within my being, so that means that he's torn, he says I call to above, I call to below, and I call to beyond, and nothing, he doesn't hear anything. What happened there? All right. Okay. Yeah, so, but I'm not torn between shit because, that's the whole problem, One of the major problems why things are where they are is because of me, and I believe, and because of that I didn't stand by my brother, and I've been neglectful on my duties, and that's why I say, in my tablets that, I die, hopefully I'll die in my brother's arms, whatever. He died in mine. Don't forget, my children, we live lives together. We used to be buddy-buddy in lives, but maybe we've had our differences too. Like I say, when I get on the spaceship, I'm going to rectify the entire Bible. I'm going to go through my former lives and see where I went wrong. Help me learn my lessons. And that's, what I plan on doing, Now, don't forget that your soul is different parts of your soul. So, you could have, man, it's getting chilly in here. Hold on. Getting chilly, man. Pouring outside. Your soul is different parts, my child. So that's where this higher self thing comes from. Your higher self. It's your higher self. And your holy guardian angel. And this kind of stuff, my children. All right. Okay, so now what separates us and Lucifer and I, is because we are the sons of the promise and we are not the sons of the seed. Okay? So I am not a son of Adam. I'm something else. And so is he. Okay? That's important, I believe. I'm the morning star, he's the day star, because I was the firstborn. Now you all can see why our name is Born. But that's not actually entirely true. Firstborn, because we're not actually brothers, I don't believe. We're just brothers of the promise, because we're the covenant. So, okay, so not one angel was reported to ever be elevated to our status, but I think that the myth of heavenly angels was created by the Jews come. So the only true entities that ever existed were other sons may have been other sons of the promise. Whoever that could have been was possibly been kept a secret, so as the scumbag Jesuit monsters would always have an ace up their sleeve. So now there's this myth of some person named Gabriel, which I think is a bunch of garbage. I don't think there's, like I said, I don't believe there's anyone named Gabriel. There's no such person as Jesus Christ. There's no such person as Abraham. There's no such person as Muhammad. All this shit is just made up by the Jew scum, and that's it. Jesuit monster crumb crates. All right? But let me tell you something. I was thinking about this. Don't forget now, these aliens have the power to shapeshift, and they have the power to create signs and wonders. Like I already told you, they create images of Mary and Jesus on rocks and trees, and they're doing that on purpose, because they want to continue the lie of good and evil. When we come back, there's going to be no good and evil. It's only going to be me, nothing else. No good and evil bullshit. That's out the window. See you later. No more good and evil crap. Okay, there's no such thing as good and evil. That's a myth. I know I say evil because I've been programmed to say that shit. But no, there's no such thing as evil or good, and it's a bunch of garbage. So, now, then you got the story of the Nephilim. Giants. And the story goes that the giants came and had sex with women and created, the fallen angels had sex with women and created giants, or whatever. Giants had sex with women, and if you're a giant, I don't think how you have sex with a woman. I mean, you must probably had big dinglings, so I don't think that's going to work out. So anyways, let's see. The story of the Nephilim being created by the sons of God, or sons of the promise, and sons of the seed together was a lie, because the church wanted to hide the fact that we were genetically engineered by the Nordics and the Velon. Also, the giants probably either came from either Middle Earth or another planet. Yeah. Giants, I think there's giants in Middle Earth. Because there's a lot of stories about people finding these giant people in caves and shit. And another interesting thing about the caves, if you go down in these caves long, long ways, miles and miles, you get in these caves miles and you're going down, 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 what happens is the darkness goes away and becomes luminescent. And you can see. And then the closer you get to Middle Earth, the brighter it gets, and then, of course, you come out in Middle Earth. So, another thing I find ridiculous is the fact that, I already said that, the scripture Philippians 3:21 has nothing to do with the subject of virgin birth. This passage refers to the act of creating your body of light, or your ego's gift, so as when you face the abyss during your process of death, you will subdue all destruction of yourself, so as you can keep your spirit intact and escape annihilation. Yeah, that's another good thing to know. It is possible that if the earth, due to the alignment of planets during passing, goes through some type of ascension process, the people that are left alive will simply ascend with Mother Earth. Excuse me. This could be how all these so-called ascended... Oh, yeah. That's why these so-called ascended masters live in the last planet that, the last time the planet ascended to another planet Dingbat. That's where all these Dingbats live at. So, that's another thing, too. What are all these people going to do? All these so-called ascended master people and people in the other planet, well, I guess it's just going to ascend higher. I guess. Yeah, they're not ascended shit. They're a bunch of retards. That's not how... They just happen to be left alive when the planet ascended, so now they send their ascended masters, but they're just dingbats. They just got never... That's not ascension. That's a bunch of nonsense. I already explained what ascension is, so you should know. Well, probably unless you didn't watch, but yeah. So blah 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 blah. And then another thing that we have to take into account is the fact that, we majority, it may be the best thing for us to leave this planet and find somewhere else to live. That's something that is could be a possibility because I want the best for you, and I don't want this process starting over to continue. I'm going to remove these planets from their orbit. I'll take back the quantum generator, of course, as given. But I don't know the exact history of this planet. I mean, because I haven't fully digressed myself, you know what I mean? And, foregone a lot of development to do what I'm doing now. But eventually, the whole history of this planet and everything will come to me, while I guess the more I connect with the Akashic records, As I said, there's nothing to connect to. It's really just activate your DNA. That's really what it is. But, elevate your ascension. Your awareness. Okay. Okay, so we might have to leave, and because it depends whose planet this is. Whoever was here first, it's really their planet. If the hominoid races were here first, then basically their planet. Or if the reptilian races were here first, then this is their planet. Then we're gonna have to live in harmony or go find somewhere else to live. One other thing I wonder, make sure this thing's still on. Another thing I wonder about, other princes that have come before me. Maybe I better not speak on that. I think I'm going to keep quiet about that. I want to say the wrong thing. All right. Let's see. Now I was talking about how the Taliban fighters were fighting the spaceships and the army over there in the Middle East shooting at the spaceships and stuff. And that was I think that was a space rat termite. Observing shit and letting themselves get shot down on purpose to try to show the world that they really exist. Because these space rats, even though they're scumbags, I'm sure are smarter than to just let themselves get shot down. Come on. I'll give them that much credit. I don't think they're just going to sit there and let themselves get shot down. They let the spaceships get shot down on purpose. And I'm sure they're probably remotely controlled. There's probably no aliens in there. They're probably just ships. Like, saw these wonderful drones flying around spying on you. Let's see. So I'm trying to go through this without saying all that nonsense. I don't think I'm doing too bad here. I think I got my understanding of the dimensions and the astral realms and Earth and how it works and what's going on in outer space. I think it's not bad much. I think I'm doing all right with that. Considering that I really haven't been working on my spiritual development at all. I kind of gave up. I just, I had to make a decision. It's either, work on my spiritual development or try to illuminate the world. There's really no time to do both. Actually, the only time I got is, I could listen to, try to heal my DNA and activate my DNA, or listen to binaural beats to go into a trance, practice going into trance and stuff like that. But I don't really got too much time, because I still got to work. So there's only so many hours in a day, macho. Anyway. And then I think about if people will actually survive until the planet ascends. I mean, will some people survive and make it until the planet ascends? I mean, is the planet really actually going to ascend? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I believe it will, but like I said, my turn. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I got all the answers. I don't have all the answers. Doing the best I can. But no, I don't have all the answers because my eye is not open and my crown is not open. If my DNA is not fully activated. If all that shit was working, then I have all the answers because the Lord be able to speak to me. Now it's just subliminal analysis, just possession. But it's not like a full possession. It's just like it's possession, but sometimes it's stronger than others. Sometimes when I'm reading some real inspirational stuff, the Lord, I feel the spirits inside of me, and I feel like I'm getting electrocuted. That's bioelectricity. That's what that is. In case you didn't know. And I was talking about the archons. I think I already explained what the archons are. They're like living firewalls that protect people from leaving the program, shit like that. Oh yeah, here's something interesting. Silk Mullahdog, the god amongst all the gods, the merciful guardian of men on earth, was the son of He, or A, the great god of wisdom called by the Babylonians Nabu. Sound familiar, Nabu? There's a lot of symbolism in those Star Wars movies, man. If you know what the correlation is, you'll see it. That's another thing that pissed me off about Hollywood is that, see, the heavy metal stars are giving you messages, but they're giving you messages, to help you. But the Hollywood people are basically just spitting in your face and just kind of like making fun of you because they know what everything means and you don't. And they're not trying to explain shit. They're just trying to like play with you. That's how I feel. So it's another reason I don't, Hollywood pisses me off. Anyways. Yeah. So that turned into the stories of Tiamat, the sea serpent. However, I believe that as the U.S. military has created angles under the water, as well as my brother has, that there really is an army of sea creatures that exists in one or more of those angles. Oh yeah, I believe that The submarines got doors under the water. They go through the doors and they come out hundreds of miles away. So, of course, I don't have any proof of that, but yeah, I believe that's true. And not only that, they know how to do it on land too. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's stories of in the Middle East. There's stories of some of these Taliban fighters and these people over there that were fighting against them claimed that the people just disappeared and showed up somewhere else. You know, so that what leads me to believe that yeah, that's true. In the beginning, the Jews forbade the cursing of Satan, as he was the God of the Jews and the Gentiles. At this time, they spoke of avatars or divine incarnations. This is basically what I am. These are referred to as Christos, or what was referred to as Christian ones. Mazdean philosophy speak also of celestial entities having a Favarsi, or celestial double. This would be me and Michael the Archangel. Yeah, so, you know, if there really is some kind of entity called Michael the Archangel, maybe he is like my higher self, you know. But I don't think there is anything such as Michael the Archangel. I think this is a bunch of Jew garbage, I think. That's what I think. Believe. That's what I believe. I'm sorry. Don't say think. Don't ever think. Think. Believe. Don't assume. Know. Very important. Don't forget. Christian one, blah, blah, blah. And then the Roman Catholic Church refers to these entities as Führers of Christ. This would also mean that it's possible that I was Hitler if he truly died, but I think he is still alive in the Lord. Yeah, I think Hitler's still alive. I don't think he's dead. He's still alive. Unless it is possible that he did die at some point after going to Middle Earth. It is also possible that maybe there are many avatars of the same soul created by light orbs that contain the essence of the original soul. As Hitler had mental health issues, these issues were probably created by the events that happened to him that were most likely similar to me. Yeah, so I was thinking that maybe Hitler was gang stalked as well, you know, just like I was. And also, and now I forgot what I was going to say. Shit, I was about to tell you something good, too. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to me. Kabbalah say that Michael is the translator or go between the unseen world and the seen world. Well, that's would say it would be true about me. This is basically exactly what I am doing right now. I believe that my counterpart, Michael Archangel, has been the problem and has caused the downfall of everything by not standing by Lucifer and seeing the truth of things. He probably, like I already stated, is under much influence by our enemy. This is the major problem that has caused the downfall of our species time and time again. This is the wisdom that I hope will show our world and all worlds in existence that I am the righteous one. That if I know what is true and that I have and will not let anyone change me as I follow only my heart. This is why Ozzy wrote the song in 1976, You Will Not Change Me. One of the greatest songs ever, my children. You Will Not Change Me by Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. This is the great wisdom of Ozzy Osbourne and the most awesome band, Black Sabbath. These are the messages that Lucifer was trying to give to the world by showing all the rock stars my tablets and my fables. This is the wisdom that the ignorant, prideful, and arrogant peoples of earth have completely missed. This is the wisdom of our great Lord Lucifer, my loving brother. Missed all that wisdom, my children. Missed all those messages. All those messages. And I tell you now, giving you the best that I got, baby. Oh, you guys been watching my singing? Yeah? Any producers out there want to Can I sign an Illuminati contract? No, I'm kidding. I don't think so. Forget it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so they, these people, I don't believe they knew what they were getting involved with. But, you can't claim ignorance if you're right around the yellow box on your head. This is what separates the rock stars and heavy metal stars from these despicable rappers and pop stars. The rock stars and heavy metal stars are engaged in a positive campaign to enlighten the world. The rap and pop monsters are simply engaged in a campaign to glorify our enemy. If they truly wanted to represent our Lord Satan, they would have read our prayers and seen that our Lord Satan says that it is only the good morals of what I approve. What else is there to know? This says it all. There is no way rapping about selling narcotics, killing people, pimping hoes, and glorifying material wealth and goods has anything to do with good morals. This is why I'm so disgusted with these people. It stands to reason that many of them are most likely hybrid abominations as well. Oh yeah. This is what I believe, my children. As these morons were about to start a nuclear war on Monday, I believe that all the big politician people, all the extremely wealthy Illuminati scumbags, and all of the big movie stars and music people, they're already gone, my children. They're already gone. They're all clones now. Because I'm sure they knew that they're going to start a nuclear war. They already knew about that. So these people are already gone. So anytime you see a movie star or any kind of people like that, that's not them. That's just a clone. That's what I believe. That's a little kind of juicy tidbit for you. Yeah, because why would they stay here? They knew they were going to have a nuclear war, so what would they stay here and be blown away by nuclear weapons for? Doesn't make any sense. This is why the Mayans and Aztecs worship the sun. Paul was referred to Hermes, which was another word. Paul was referred to as Hermes, which is another word for Mercury. This most likely would make Paul to have been another avatar of my spirit. Yeah, I told you I believe that was Paul. I know who Paul is. We should if you read the Bible. This may also make me the Anubis Sirius of Egyptians, who I think was also... I thought I was Thoth, but then I don't think I was Thoth. It probably was Lucifer, one of our hierarchy. I don't think I was Thoth. I could have been, but I don't have it written down here, but because I couldn't have been both. Because Anubis was reported to be in existence at the same time as Thoth. So how could you be? I don't think you could be two people at once. Or maybe you could. Anything's possible with the blessings of our great Lord. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, still. Lucifer, when he was alive, would have been my great-grandfather now. And he also would have been my brother. Because now I'd be my great-grandfather. And then he would have been my brother. Okay? My grandfather showed me a suitcase, and this was I am born. I don't know if that probably meant I'm born. Like, he said, oh, this is my brother's suitcase. Nah, I never met his brother. This could have been my grandfather's brother. Could have been my great uncle and not my great grandfather. I had to make investigation. Hey, there, my laga. Where you been? I call your house all day. What do you do? My boss, right? Because I used to party and shit, so You know, if I knew I was gonna party, I'd ask them, now, you sure you don't want me to come in the morning? You sure? Nah, I don't need you. Stay home, dickheads. Oh, all right, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure I don't need you. So what happened? First thing in the morning, they're knocking at my door after I stayed up all night. Like, you serious? You know? And they would do that shit time and time again. And I wouldn't even answer the door. I didn't answer the door. I asked her yesterday. You know, but sometimes I feel guilty and get up and go, you know. But sometimes I would answer the door. He sent his son to knock on the door. Da, 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 da. He'd be knocking for like 20 minutes. And they're like, yeah, where you been? I come to your house, we call you. What do you do all day? Sleepy? Oh, you hire yourself? You hire yourself last night? He don't say you get hired, he say you hire yourself. Yeah, so the suitcase he showed me, he said, I am born on it. I never forget. See, I don't, I remember like important shit. I don't remember like stupid stuff. I only remember like important. Well, I think it's important, but, everything means something, but, let's see. What else I got in here? Make sure this thing's still on. Oh my God, we're at 31 minutes. Wow, this is amazing. This little munchkin phone is still going. Jeez. Yeah, well, let's see. This is a long tablet. That's why I'm not reading it all.